People need more than just, people need to deep into the knowledge for them to actually have the understanding and have that believing.
Oh, yes.
To add something there.
Yes.
Yes, please.
You see, even knowledge, knowing something, there are 3 steps for knowing something.
Yes.
Because sometimes you have the knowledge of understanding something, realization only. Then another step is when you see it by your own eyes. And the third stage is when now you perceive it, you feel it by your, by your body or your hand. For instance, you can see smoke somewhere. You may just, smoke is a sign of fire. So before you are sure that is fire, you are not sure exactly what kind of fire is it. So you go again to see it. When you see the fire burning, still you have known that it is fire, but you are not sure that is this burning. So when you put your hand inside, and it gets burnt, then that's the time now you understand that that's the real fire.
Analogy. Wonderful.
Now you get to know the repercussions of it. But you are raising young men and women, and I want to believe that you're raising young men and women. And my question to you is, why do you think at this point there's a generation of people who are moving away from this faith that we grew up with and perhaps we did not question, and now they're questioning and asking all these, they want that understanding probably over and above the knowing. They want to be able to transcend to the believing. Is it perhaps they're not getting the responses that they need? Are they asking questions that our religious communities or our faith-based communities are not providing answers to? What has been your experience?
Okay. Actually, we can see, ignorance is the mother of evils. So at times, you see, if people are not well informed, then in their minds, so many questions arise. And in this generation of ours, there's so much, interference from the social media. We have also there's economic pressure. We have also problems like personal. People want to think personally, individually. They don't want to be given any, to be given any information from somebody else. And the other thing is that these young generations, they are intermingling with so many other academics, whereas they are taught different ways of life. And also we can see that in some places, the young generation especially, they also involve themselves in so many other, we can say, peer pressure. And the knowledge is so diverse nowadays, it's not like before. So people are so much informed. But the reality is that if we as parents or guardians, the best the best way of approach is that we should be able to listen to their arguments. We should be able to inform them the reality, because religion as it is not something which is unpracticable. No, it can be practiced, but in it there are some steps to be followed. You see, you cannot take these young people and say that now your father is a Muslim, your father is a Christian, so you be so. Because now they are passing through an age, an era, whereby we can see there's a lot of pressure from behind. So they need a proper guidance. They need proper guidance. And also, as guardians, we should, whatever we teach, we should act upon. That we should reflect before them the good morals before them. But if we shall teach something and do the opposite of it, then automatically questions arise.
Let me clutch on that point right there, because we've seen a lot of clergymen preaching water, drinking wine.
Oh, yes.
Could this be one of the reasons why young people feel they need to separate themselves from their religion because of what they may term as hypocrisy?
Yes, it's very true, Wakeo, because the first trainer of any child is the mother and the father. And so when you find the mother has no, or the father does not, what he says is not what he does, then it confuses the child. Remember, our children learn by observation. It is not what you tell them. They observe your character, they observe your language, they observe what are your priorities. the priority of my life as a mother to my children will be their priority. If they see that I spend a lot of time in the business and have no time to go to church, then they will think business is number one, because children learn by observing. If they see the father always in the bar, drinking, humanizing, they think this is the life, because we are the first, role models to our children. And so when we have double standards, in the sense that the Pastor Sue in the church is not the Pastor Sue at home, that brings confusion. And the children wonder, who do they follow? Do they follow the Pastor Sue in the church, or do they follow the Pastor Sue at home? And home speaks more. And that's why if it is not working at home, don't export it. It will not work to your children. So we need to understand that we parents play a very big role to our children. It is said that train up a child in the way he should go. Who is training? Not the teacher, not my neighbor, not my anybody. It is I, the parent, I, the mother, I, the father. I must take that personal responsibility and teach my children the norms of this family. In this family, we respect elderly people. In this family, we are not rude. In this family, we are this and this. Those things must be practiced as they see. Even me and my husband, they should see a loving mother and a caring dad. Those things are the ones that mold the faith of a child, because the only time you can influence your children is between 3 years, around 3 years, 4 years to 12 years. And I want to thank the Muslims, because they are really very serious with that age, because that's where the belief, the knowing and the belief comes together. And now the person does not just know, they walk in belief. But us who are Christians, we are a bit reluctant. We tend to train our children when they are teenage. And when they are teenage, they have already formed their opinion. And so that begins.
Angali mbichi.
Thank you. So I think this is something that is a challenge to the clergy, in the sense that when we go to the mosque and when we go to the church, let us teach the people Quran. Let us teach people the Bible. Don't go to give stories. I was in Mombasa, I was in America, I acquired this. Those things don't build faith. And so you find there's a lot we talk because of coming from a poor background, which kind of like when we think we are blessed, those are the things we bring in the church. But what has that to do with the faith of a person? I think we need to have time when we have Bible studies, Quran studies, if there's something like that, where people are taught, those madrasas, they are taught exactly what Quran says. We also have Bible studies where we teach the people the word, so that now their faith can grow, because the interpretation of faith comes through hearing. When you hear, then faith is built within you. And when faith is built in you, it becomes a belief, it becomes a norm, it becomes your lifestyle. And that's where now you get your character. Remember, the faith of a person interprets everything about them. Your language, your manners, your character, how you spend money, who you will marry. And that's why it's very important. I keep saying this. If you are a Muslim, marry a Muslim. If you are a Christian, marry a Christian. So that now your faith interprets the same. Because if I'm married to a Muslim, or my husband is a Christian and I'm a Muslim, then there's going to be a conflict. Whose God will they believe?
But I think that's the question right there. And